Alright, hi guys. I'm doing a wall pour, and this is Love Spell scented from Brambleberry, and I can feel my colors getting very, very thick, so I'm just going to start pouring and see how it goes. Wall pour is a little different than a swirl because the soap kind of, it doesn't have all the gravity pulling it down and swirling it. So you have less risk of blending. So I'm just going to start here. This is really hard to do. Thanks to a tip from somebody, I turned it sideways. But it still is not the easiest to do. But here we go. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. So right here I have Mad Oils. I believe it's Satin Gray and Mad Oils Tempest. Look at how sludgy my soap is getting. This is really hard to do. I keep pouring down the edge. I don't have as much of the silver because I didn't want as much silver in there. But the silver has a really nice blue sparkly glitter in it, and I'm hoping that it doesn't all stay at the bottom and it floats, because it would really suck to lose all that. But it looks to me like it's doing a pretty good job of floating. You know, I took my temperatures and they were 130, but look at how gloppy this is. So when you're doing soap, sometimes it's not always the temperature of your soap that matters. Your containers, if they get cold all around, then it will cool off all the edges. And I am going to have to put these in and get them more warmed up again to finish, or else I'm not going to have enough soap to finish my molds off, because look at how clumpy these are. So even though the soap in the middle was still pretty warm, the soap on the edges is pretty gloppy. I think I'm ready to flatten this out a little here. Oops. Okay, so what I do here is that I have to spray. I'm going to take this out, and it's going to hopefully fall in there just a little and combine a little. Okay, I'm going to put these back in and get them warmed up. I'm going to try to just pour them on the top, because I kind of want them to stick to the other layer. I don't want there to be an obvious difference, so I don't want to pour them on when they're not thick. Definitely going to spray a lot of RA. Did not make as big of a mess this time, so that's really cool. And then this rest of the silver, I'm going to let that sit for a little. Do not like that big glob just sitting on the top. But do you see how quickly it all gelled up and got hard pretty fast? Look at these strings hanging. They're pretty cool. I'm going to remember to breathe, because I'm for some reason keep forgetting to breathe. I'm going to just kind of spoon this on the top because I think it's still a little warm. But look, isn't that so pretty? Hopefully it just sits on the top more and it doesn't blend. That's what I don't want. This is starting to thicken up again. So I did not melt enough for this mold again. Even though I thought it was melting more than I needed. So I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to put this on there because I don't want the top to have a rough edge like it does right here. I want it to really be smooth, or as smooth as possible. If you spray RA, you can kind of touch it and push it down and it doesn't stick to your fingers. So kind of works that way, I guess. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these back in and get them heated up again and get what's left at the bottom, and just to fill up that mold. And do a few layers at the top that way. So, well, we'll see you back when it's time to cut it. Hi, welcome guys. This is the cut of Love Spell. This is what it looks like on the outside. See how this is the wall pour? Gotta hope it's not separating. Hopefully it doesn't look like it'll peel off, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to cut it because I want to see what it looks like on the inside. So, here goes nothing. And this is also going to demonstrate the difference between the molds, because I use the jet mold. Oops. Yes, my cutter's very dirty. I switched sides so you can see it better, but I don't know if you can. But look, it sits up flat up against it. It doesn't wobble. And this one I know I can only cut them at 3/4 of an inch to get them to be 4 ounces, so let's cut. Oh man, this just slid right out from my hands. Look at that. How gorgeous that is. And yes, it's uneven. I'm going to turn it real quick to cut it, because that one just slid out. I need to get something for underneath here so it doesn't slide. And yes, oh, this is really hard to do. It's not sliding now because I'm holding it really tight. Whoa. Oh my goodness, look at that. Can you guys see the blue sparkle? I don't even know if you guys can. It is so beautiful. So the silver is not as prominent as I wanted it to be, but it really is still very pretty. See that sparkle? Anyway, this is what that looks like. Time and patience on the wall pour. There's a lot of blue. I can see the blue. It's very, very pretty. I wanted more though, so I definitely will use more next time, but there you go. Thanks.